Welcome back. Now, India has appreciated the action Pakistan is taking on the Pathankot terror attack front, and at the same time, the Foreign Secretary level talks, which were scheduled for tomorrow, have been deferred. They'll be rescheduled very soon. What really gives over there? We have P.R. Chakravarti with us in our studio. He is former Secretary at the Ministry of External Affairs. So, welcome. What do you make of how these talks have been rescheduled? They are saying that dates will be announced soon, but clearly there's an expectation that Pakistan needs to do more. Something concrete needs to be done across the border in response to what happened in Pathankot.
I think the crucial factor was the lack of official confirmation about the Jaish-e-Mohammed's leader's arrest. As you mentioned earlier in your news report, that the government of India did not get any official confirmation as to what action has been taken. And so how do we rely on that information? I mean, a lot of media stories came out and things like that. But what is needed is official confirmation. And since that was not happening, I think there was a carefully calibrated approach, which basically, without sounding negative that we are cancelling the talks, I think they have decided to postpone the talks.
Because at one stage, the MA spokesperson also said that the amount of preparation that is required, perhaps that was not there. But at the same time, he said that the right kind of atmosphere also needs to be created.
Those are ex post facto kind of justification. This is standard operating procedure in diplomacy, that once you take a decision that we are not going to go ahead with the talks, then you find some justification that not enough has been done, or etc. You know, these are standard kind of stuff that it comes out of every foreign office in the world. The moot point here is that I think the government of India wants to buy some time to judge whether what is happening in Pakistan as far as Jaish-e-Mohammed is concerned, the action, is it genuine or is it simply another charade being played out? Matlab jisko, what we call, is it another drama or is it really serious this time? Because we've seen what Pakistan has done with the Mumbai, with Dawood Ibrahim and things like that. The whole world knows that Dawood Ibrahim is in Pakistan, but Pakistan says he's not there. So who is to judge whether Pakistan is telling the truth or whether it is going to act seriously? I think the government of India has decided to buy some time and to make an assessment as to what really Pakistan
and why do you think Pakistan has used this mysterious phraseology, really, its foreign office saying that it's not in a position to confirm whether there's been any action against Masood Azhar or not?
I think he was trying to say that I have no information that he has been arrested. The word here is arrested,
right?
Which means that he's not been arrested, but then he may be in some kind of preventive custody, which they mentioned. But there is a law in Pakistan.
If any action has been taken, is it plausible that the foreign Ministry of Pakistan would not be aware, they would not seek that information?
You see, he may be aware, so that's why he was playing with words, that he's not been arrested. But nobody asked him, so where is he? You know, which house is he in preventive custody? Now, Pakistan does have a law, it's the Maintenance of Public, I think, Security, some ordinance, which you can be put under, some kind of an...
for 6 months.
For 3 months, I think.
3 months.
But that doesn't mean that you've been charged in a court of law, an FIR has been filed, etc. You've been charge sheeted and you will be actually have to answer for something that you have done. So that's not the case here. So really, I think, but it's also important to note that overnight you cannot do this. There needs to be some investigation. You have to gather evidence. We understand that. So I think government of India is taking that kind of a view, saying that, okay, you need a little more time to come up with some evidence, etc., to charge. Let us see what you do. I think the ball, as we have said, is in Pakistan's court. And if Pakistan comes up with something serious and really investigates it, then I think that'll mean that
there's also the question of how keen really is Pakistan to sit across from the table with India to go ahead and have some meaningful, comprehensive dialogue. Because if it comes to taking action against forces that it his own, that are creations of its own, to target India, then it becomes a bit of a catch-22 situation for Pakistan.
I think both sides are playing it very carefully. They don't want to sound negative. I think clearly India doesn't want to sound negative and unilateral, and that is why you can see that both sides are carefully sort of saying that it has been agreed to postpone the talks, etc. It has been agreed, mutually agreed, which means that both sides are saying, okay, we talked, and I think the foreign secretaries talked, etc. The NSAs have talked. That it's okay. It's a good thing to now postpone it. So it sounds more like a mutually agreed postponement rather than a unilateral cancellation of talks from the Indian side. So this is a more nuanced approach, and I think it's a more calibrated approach, and perhaps a more responsible approach, in the sense that, okay, you started a process, and he said some process has been started. Let us see where it goes.
But are both the sides being equally responsible here?
Well, in a sense, yes, because nobody is taking any unilateral steps, and but it's a slow calibration. But as I said, the proof of the pudding will be in the eating as to what exactly Pakistan does.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there and wait for Pakistan's next move, especially on the front that India wants it to move forward. Thanks a lot for joining us for the moment, Mr. Chakrabarti. We will, of course, track that story for you.